Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. All right, today is our once a month food meal prep. Freezer meal prep, food meal prep, whatever you want to call it. It's basically what I do to help my life during the week go about 10 times easier. So sometimes I do freezer meals where I freeze the entire meals and put them in the freezer, and those are great things to do. Sometimes I just make it as I go, but for the most part, this is what I always do. I usually always cook my ground beef. I usually always prepare my chicken, get it ready, so that I've got that step out of the way, because that takes a lot of time cooking, meats when you're making dinners and stuff like that. So that's what we're gonna do today. So we're starting super early, 6 o'clock right now. I'm like, I've got a busy day planned today. I'm like, all right, we got a lot going on, but we're gonna make it, it's gonna go. So I've got my ham and egg cups in the oven. I thought that'd be breakfast because they like that. So I just pulled that ham out of the freezer that I bought at the discount store. Awesome. Line the pans, cracked an egg, salt, put in the oven, it's good. So now I'm gonna work on my breakfast, which is not a whole lot. It's gonna be the homemade yogurt cups. And so those are super easy. All you do is whip together some whipping cream, mix it with, I bought it with store-bought yogurt because kids like that, and then put granola on it, freeze it in little baking cups. Super easy, super simple. Freeze it solid, and then you take it out and you put it in bags. But this is a meal, or it's a breakfast that the kids like. So we're gonna make that now.
All that I do is wait for you. I'm standing and I'm not breathing. Why can't you forget the reason you left? You tend to hide your feelings. Yeah, you keep thinking it's right to keep a distance. It's like nothing I do is enough. I've been holding my breath, but it's hard when I am running back to
All right, so I have my bacon going in the oven. Colin and Greg got up, so then I got them breakfast over there. We had a little bit of yogurt cup put in the refrigerator. Got the bacon in the oven because that's got to cook and bake. Put it on foil, it's so much easier to clean. You can just throw the foil away, especially if you're doing a big freezer meal day. And then I started doing my chicken. So this is super simple. It's marinated chicken. We like Parmesan Caesar dressing. I add plenty of dressing because when it cooks down, it makes a delicious tasting sauce. And so this will be served with, this, I'm gonna say it wrong, celentani. It's not celentani, it's some other, what's the word, Italian way, but that's how I'm gonna say it. Looks like cell phone, that's how you spell it. Celentani. That with like a spaghetti sauce, and then we'll add that, and I'll also have spaghetti squash, for those that don't want pasta, and some Parmesan cheese on top. So now what I'm gonna do is get my chicken cooking, and so I'm just gonna put it in my pressure cooker. Chicken, you want it to, because I'm gonna use it for a bunch of recipes, and so I have a whole bag here. All I'm gonna do is put it in my pressure cooker, just dump it all in. I used to use my, what's they call, slow cooker, which is good. I'm gonna fill that to the top. Let me throw this in the trash. Yeah, okay, so I used to use my slow cooker, and that worked good. Start it super early, and the key is keeping water in there, a liquid, and keeping the lid on it and not opening it, and let it cook for like 6 to 8 hours. You'll get fall apart chicken. The pressure cooker will do the same thing. A lot of you, or not a lot, some of you have said that it turns out dry, and I don't know, or hard. I'm not sure why. Maybe there's not enough liquid in there. Just make sure you add some liquid. Like I will add a cup, 2 cups of liquid in here, and the chicken's a little bit frozen too, so let it have some liquid. And then you can put spices, anything here. I'm gonna use this stuff. Remember I got this a long time ago at my discount store? Well, I went back and they had the same box of spices, and so spices are good. Spices don't expire for many, many years because they're dry. It works good, but this, it was like I wish I could tell you what was in it, but I have no idea. I took one of my discount store shopping videos, which is up today. I did stop and get a video of the box. I'm gonna have to look and see, but it's got like parsley and garlic and salt and I don't even know, pepper, and it's so good. It tastes so good. I think you can mix it together and make like a salad dressing is what it is, but it's so delicious. So I'm just gonna put that on my chicken because it makes it taste so good. I'm gonna add half a cup because I have plenty of stuff here, and this will make it taste really, really good. And so you can add like that. You can cut up veggies. Sometimes I cut up my veggie mixture. I just haven't got to the point of cutting up veggies, and I don't know if I will today. We will see. But put this in here with some water, put the lid on it, let it pressurize for do your poultry setting, and then do a pressure temp of high, and add, I think it's gonna be 30 minutes. Let me get this going here. I'll tell you what it's gonna be. All right, so add your water, and mine is right to the very, very top. Let me show you. That's perfect. Make sure your ring is on really good. All right, mine says, let's see, if I push poultry, it goes to normal medium for 15 minutes. So I'm gonna adjust it to a high pressure, and it's 25 minutes, but I'm gonna change that, excuse me, to a cook time of 45 minutes. Actually, 50 minutes, because it just, actually, let's just go 55 minutes, because the better to have it, it's not gonna ruin it at all. It's got plenty of liquid. Make sure your lid's on and push start. That will make really good, delicious, tender chicken. All right, so I'm gonna go put these bags in the freezer. That's 2 meals completed. All right, so bacon takes a long time to cook, so get that going in the mornings. Well, actually, it does not take a long time. Well, it kind of does. It's like the chicken and the hamburger take longer to cook. The chicken, I think, takes the longest if you want it to be soft and tender. So get that chicken going. I'm gonna get my hamburger going. I'm gonna make actually some meatballs today, and so I'm not gonna, I have 2 of these hamburger rolls. So one I'm going to cook in my pot here, and then the other one I'll mix it up with some, I got those crackers. I'm gonna crush up those crackers and make delicious meatballs. So, okay, so you can put your meat in here. People, you know, you read your hate comments. People say they boil the meat. We kind of boil the meat, but you can, if you take out the liquid, like most of the time it's frozen. So there's a lot of water that comes along with it. Or if you get the meat that doesn't have a lot of water, which is great, the leaner one, you can sprinkle a little bit of salt in the bottom of your pan, and that will take so it doesn't burn. That just helps in the bottom. So for like right now, if I wanted to take my salt, I'd put a little bit of salt in the bottom of my pan, and that would ensure that the meat does not stick to the bottom. So now I have my big giant roll over here. It's a little bit frozen even though I had it thawed, so I'm just gonna kind of pop it in half and see if I can get it in my pot here without making a gross mess everywhere, because meat is yucky. I just cleaned my counters, sprayed them down, wiped them. Keep your areas clean as you go. You don't want any cross-contamination. So take that, just kind of let that break. Okay, it will. So I'm going to chop this off, plop that in my pot. One arm of meat right there. Yummy. Put the other one in here. All right. Put this in the trash. All right, keep your hands clean. So meat's one of those things that you do want to put some seasonings in here. You can put whatever you want. Like I'm just gonna put onions, and then when I go to cook the meal, I'll put other things. So instead of chopping onions, I have frozen onions. So much better. I'm gonna go grab those. All right, so I'm gonna add my onions. I'm gonna add about 2 cups of chopped onions. Oh yes, I am. That makes it taste good. So then I will put a little bit of water so it doesn't cook in the bottom. Just a little tiny bit, maybe a little bit more. And then I'm gonna put it on my stove and let the meat cook. So that's kind of an easy one. If you want it to get done quicker, turn it up. If you don't want it to burn and you're doing 1,000 things, just keep it like on a medium low setting. I'm actually gonna set mine at medium until I'm ready to make sure it's cooking away. So, all right, let's look at our list. So, I did my marinated chicken. So when you're done, mark off your list. That one's done. The other things are gonna be like the yellow rice and jambalaya, which I have to wait for the chicken to cook. The fried rice is cooking away. And the meat is gonna be like, just put it together and back. Simple, easy, actually not a whole lot. I think I can do my meatballs. Look at me. And chop up the soft sausage. So I'll probably get my meatball mixture together. That's what I'll do now. All right, bacon is all done. I got a little bit of it burned on there. I'm like, but that's okay. If you chop it all up together, it's good. These are gonna be for recipes, these bacon pieces. So I'm gonna leave the grease on there because you can blot it off with a paper towel. But when I go to make my dish, I'll probably fry it like with some veggies or, you know, whatever it's gonna be added to, but more likely it's gonna be added to my fried rice. So the greasy part, that will be quite all right to keep on there. So I'm just gonna scoop those into bags here. I'm trying to, I'll just, should we do a lot of bacon? Okay, I'm thinking out loud. I think I'll just do 2 bags of it. I do have more bacon in the, actually, I'm gonna do 3 bags. I have more in the freezer that I can cook, but this will be just for my ready-made dinner, so I don't have to worry about cooking bacon for fried rice, because no one likes having to cook bacon. Better do it one time and get it all done and freeze it, and it tastes just fine. You can even freeze strips of bacon and it will taste good too. Like if you want to use it for breakfast and that, it just cuts down on that cooking part that takes a long time, and the greasy pans, because no one likes greasy pans. All right, there's my bacon. So I'm gonna put this in the freezer right now, and then my meat is ready, so I'm going to make my meatballs. I'll show you what I'll mix in for that. All right, so now I'm gonna do my meatballs together here. So what I did is I crushed up all those crackers. I'm not gonna add all this, but that's a way to gather those up. So I'm gonna put that in there with some eggs. I'm gonna do Italian seasoning because it's gonna be for spaghetti. I'm gonna add a little bit of this Romano cheese as well because this will be good flavor. Minced garlic, and then I took my freezer onions, and I was gonna put them in there, but they're a little bit bigger, so I just pureed them up so they're smaller, bite size. So we're gonna put this in a big bowl and mix it. All right, got my meatballs all made. I had to take a huge break. We had a person come out and fix our dishwasher. Got a warranty from Lowe's, and I didn't think I did, and it was making like a weird noise. And so Greg looked at it, he's like, oh yeah, I need to get this. Well, then I was going through my paperwork when I was cleaning up for taxes, and I saw I have a warranty, and I'm like, oh, let me just buy a repair guy. So he just came and fixed it. Now it sounds good. So now I'm gonna make meatballs. Remember you guys said use ice cream scoop for meatballs? I'm gonna do that so that my balls are all the same size, because this is not my most favorite time to do, but there is 10 pounds of meat here. There's a lot of meat. So we're gonna make a whole lot of meatballs. So I'm just gonna make them, put them in the pan, and put them in the freezer. Okay, I just put the meatballs in the freezer. Did not like use my scooper, just use my hand, made bigger ones. That's okay. The girls will do smaller ones, I'll do bigger. So now I went and got out these. These are the yogurt cups. So these are delicious. Kids like them. Let me see here what they look like to show you. Right there, look at that. They just pop out. Great little treat. So I'm gonna take these out of here, put them in bags, and put them back in the freezer. All right, so my ground beef is all done cooking. I've got that done. I cleaned up my other mess. I'm gonna just put all I have simple. I'm like, there's not even that much to do, which is awesome. I'm gonna make 2 beef stroganoff, which is super simple, and then a sloppy joe, which sloppy joe I could just leave it and just put meat in containers, but I'm gonna put it in a bag with the sloppy joe can, and all I gotta do is heat it up. So that'll work out good. So basically put your ground beef and these 2 in a bag for sloppy joes. For the beef stroganoff, I'm gonna put the beef in there, a little bit of minced garlic, beef broth bouillon, beef flavor bouillon, and then I've got a homemade cream and mushrooms still from last month that I found in the freezer, which is good. And then I've got some cans, so I'm gonna just put those in there, and then when I go to make it, I'll just boil noodles and then add it all together. All right, got my dishes washed, got all the beef done. I had a little bit left over that didn't quite fit in my little 1 pound thing, so I just put it back in the sloppy joe, and that'll be fine for meat. So I have 2 extra things of meat for whatever, we do tacos or something this month. So now my chicken is done, well done. That was the time, it was 55 minutes, and it looks great. I'm gonna pull it up from the pan, just kind of shred it a little bit so I can make my chicken dishes.
your love and not a haven.
All right, so running day, got food out for the kids for lunch. They're Stephen waving. They're having a pajama relaxed morning while we do school this afternoon. So we just pull out sub buns and sandwiches, chips and fruit and veggies. So they're eating that. I had to go pick Jaden up from work, so now I'm back on 2 meals. It's taking me a long time today, but that's what you gotta do. So today I'm gonna make sausage, red beans, and rice. That's the other one I'm gonna do. So all the sausage I sliced up. I'm basically gonna put it in the bag. I opened a huge can of Mexican style chili beans. I'm gonna put that in. I've got a container of tomato paste. I'm gonna set it in there. A can of diced tomatoes, and then a little bit of Italian seasoning, garlic. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of this because I know this is really good flavor too, and I think that's it. Instead of chopping up peppers because I don't feel like it, we got the fajita blend. I don't love this, but I will take it for the flavoring. So this is good for, it's just not good for fajita. So I'm going to put some of that in there, and then that way if kids don't like it, they don't have to eat the bigger chunk. So I'm gonna mix it together.
No one man show.
All right, the next thing to mix up is, it's Janita Warfield's rice. Hers is really good. Got it from my big giant freezer, like when I had you guys give me recipes. We love it. It's the yellow rice, which I have in my pantry, so I'm not gonna put in here. You put shredded chicken, a can of black beans, a can of corn, a can of diced tomatoes. Is that it? There's probably something else, but I just used that. And a little bit of green chili. So we're gonna put those in 2 bags and then just put it in the freezer. And then when I go to make it, put it in the pressure cooker with the rice. All right, so the next one I'm gonna do is jambalaya. And so for my version of jambalaya, always different than everybody else's, I'm gonna add shredded chicken, the sausage in there, and then I'm gonna put, I can't remember if I put tomato paste in there or not, but since I can't remember, I'm just gonna add diced tomatoes to the bags with some, green, no, actually I'm not gonna do green chilies. I'm gonna do peppers, I've got some Cajun seasoning, garlic, and I think that's it. I'm looking around. That will be good, and then I'll go and add rice to it when we go to make it. All right, I'm finished with all the food prep that I'm going to do for the month right now, which is good. All these dishes over here. A lot of people watch these videos, they'll be like, where are your kids at? My kids are enjoying a free morning is what they're doing. And I said, as soon as I am done, it will be all hands on deck, let's clean up. So, and that's okay, I don't mind doing this. I love making food. I wanna share with you how mama can make food for her family and do it. And I had a lot of interruptions today. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I started like at, I don't even know, 6 o'clock today, whatever time I started. But it's just, I had to stop and go, and I had to wait for 2 hours while the guy was putting in my motor for my dishwasher. So you just have interruptions with lights, but it's rainy and awful yucky outside. Should I show you what it looks like? Let me go show you what it looks like outside. I want to do, actually, let me show you. I'm going to show 2 clips because I recorded this earlier. Yesterday, my husband went out and there was a rainbow, and it was like, when it was sunrise, it was really weird. And so I'm like, how pretty. So I recorded that. So I'll show you that here. All right, now I'm gonna show you. Woo! Now I'm gonna show you what it looks like right now on the rainy mountain. All right, it's a cloud day. The weather said downpour, flash floods. So it kind of like it does like a misting rain, and this is what it'll do. It does this during hurricane season. It just mist. It almost looks like snow, but it's just rain. So that will be considered. We'll see how much rain we get. It says torrential downpour for the south. So we'll see how much we actually get. So today's a good inside day. The last few days we've been at the park, taking the kids, just getting out because it's been so nice. So now let me show you what I got for my food. I always forget, you guys like to see what the freezer looks like. I have a whole freezer downstairs that is not really filled up. It just has applesauce and a few meat things down there. So I'm starting to plan a whole big freezer meal thing for my next month, and I'll probably use that empty. But this is what, like, there's not a lot of freezer meals in here. It's just mostly the groceries. So it's kind of shoved in there. Actually, I have a whole empty basket down there, but this is what it looks like after shopping. So it's full. I have plenty of room to put stuff, but I don't need to in here. So what I do with all my meals, basically I put most of my food in here, which worked out really good. So it's all right here. That's where this was empty, so I put it all in here. Put some chicken there, and then there's actually some right there. So yeah, it's good. I'll move it around as the month goes. As we use up the food and I clean out the different freezers, I'll move it around and wipe it, but for now that's a good spot to make it. All right, so this is what I have. So I have, now those weren't complete meals, but it's most of the hard work is done that would take me on those days. So I have 2 for the marinated chicken that I'll do with the spaghetti sauce and the noodles. Then we have 2 of Janitas, the yellow rice with chicken, black beans, and corn. 2 jambalaya. I'll have 2 fajitas. I don't have to prepare that. That'll just be cooking the chicken and the peppers, which I have. And then we're gonna have 2 fried rice. And the only thing I forgot to get was a roast. Hello, I don't even know why I forgot there, but there was extra chicken, so I'll just put chicken in the fried rice. That'll be fine. There might be extra beef from, like, we do have a couple freezer meals still. I still have bulgogi and something else I think in a bag, so if we can gladly use that too. So but I have the bacon is really good with that too. And then we'll do egg rolls in a bowl, which is simple to make that day of. Today I'm actually gonna make remember that one, the Cake Boss video I told you with it was called Cake House, and she did that broccoli with the whatever the half shell was, pasta dish. Jensen, don't do that, honey. Well, that's what I'm gonna do today for dinner, actually, so I'm gonna make that in a minute. So I have 2 of those, but that's just make as you need it. I have, oh, you know what I put was 2 sloppy joes. I only have 1 sloppy joe. That's okay, 1 sloppy joe, big sloppy joe. And then I'm gonna do my soup that I love, another tomato soup, because the kids love that, sausage, red beans, and rice. I have 2 of those. 2 of the hamburger stroganoff, those are complete, and then I've got tons of meatballs. I have, what, 4 bags of meatballs? Those will be really good. So we can do anything with those. And then we're gonna do pierogies. I'm excited to make pierogies. Probably not this week, but I'm gonna be making pierogies soon. And then, yeah, I get some of the breakfast yogurt bars done. That's all I'm gonna make right now, because I'll save it for, you know, some other days. So the main part of the food is done, which is good. So today now I'm like, okay, now it's dinner time. Always when you cook food, you're like, oh, I gotta make dinner. So what I'll do with this list is put it in my planner, and then I'll plan my meals out next week to gather. So what I'm gonna do for dinner, I bought rotisserie chicken at the store when I got my groceries. We still haven't eaten it all. So I'm thinking, and there's still ribs. So we have meat. So I'm thinking that I'm going to do that Cake Boss, whatever it is, broccoli with pasta. Basically, you take broccoli, and I got extra virgin olive oil. So you cook the broccoli for a few minutes till it's soft. I got a lot of broccoli here, so I don't even know if we'll do all this or not. We'll see. And then cook this till it's soft, and then I'm gonna cook it with some onion and olive oil in a pan with some garlic. And then you basically, I'm gonna do this kind of pasta. She had something else, it was like a half shell. It was something fancy, but I got these because that's what I got. So I'm gonna do smaller ones, and that's it. You put Parmesan cheese, and it was really good. It was simple, but it was good. So I'm gonna make that. But then I'm thinking for myself, I've been trying to do good eating, and I'm doing really good. I haven't even touched my chips yet. I have not touched my chips. So I'm gonna make just some like little veggies. Basically just cook some veggies. That sounds good tonight because it's cold and rainy and yucky. So I'm gonna do the olive oil, and I got some onion. And I just heated 2 of these I have to use up, so I thought I could put that in there. I've got some mushrooms. There's actually some peppers. We had this for salad, and I'm gonna pull the cucumbers and eat those and use the peppers, and some spinach and probably broccoli, and just kind of saute it in the olive oil and eat that. That'll be good tonight with, I don't know what, with cottage cheese probably, because I do like that. So I'll have that for dinner. So I'm gonna do 2 pans of that, boiling my water right now for the noodles, and then the chicken, I'll probably just heat it up. I'm thinking, yeah, they can put it in their pasta if they want. So, okay, I'm gonna change battery. I'm gonna start chopping up veggies.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong. Hoping I'll be to fight, but I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I can see everything clearer. Trying to fly 'cause I'm light as a feather. But I get high, I get low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again. I will get up again.
All right, this tastes so good. Kids even came up there like, ooh, is that for dinner? And I said it is. So simple. I just added some Parmesan cheese to the top. I had to taste it a few times to make sure I added enough salt and pepper, but I added garlic pepper seasoning. We like this. So this makes it taste really good. Very simple. So I'm going to let this sit. This will be dinner tonight with our rotisserie chicken. So dinner is that part's done. Because now I'm going to fry up my veggies here that I'm going to have with the onions and stuff, and that'll be delicious. Okay, let me get that. Add that in here. I remember being a teenager and my aunt used to take my friend and I. My aunt used to take myself and my, she's kind of cousin, and she would like do things frugally. You know, she had a kid. She had three kids. Yes, 3 kids, and so she would do things on the cheap. We'd go garage sailing every Saturday, you know, and wash the car and do things to save money, which was awesome. And I remember her one time, she was taking a whole chicken and she was deboning it, and I was like, and my mom had always gotten like the skinless, boneless chicken breast, so she never had bought the whole chicken. I'm like, ooh, I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, this is how you save money. You buy a chicken whole and then you separate it into the pieces. And I was like, oh, I said, I'm gonna be marrying me a rich man, so I don't have to do that. And so I fast forward later on, and yes, I married my rich man, but we also had chicken, and then, you know, even now we could get any kind of chicken we want, and we still are pulling the chicken off the bones there. I'm like, oh, so funny. So funny how you see things different. Save money on certain things, and then you can enjoy life other things. So this is good. It's basically gonna be like a veggie stir fry. I'm thinking that's what it's gonna be here for me. I need some more oil. The chicken I'll just pull off and I'll just heat that up, and that's what the kids will eat for dinner, and me too. Okay. All right, so I am finished in the kitchen. Oh, thank goodness. So the chicken's in the microwave and the broccoli pasta is on the stove there, and I'm gonna have those veggies, and it's really, really good and tasty. So now I gotta go be a mommy. I mean, I've been a mommy all day, but I'm gonna go be a mommy and get school done and all that. I'm gonna have the girls come up. They're gonna do the chores, which just works out good. So they've been chilling doing their school, so now they'll come up and do some household cleaning up, real simple. And then I'm gonna sit down and do school with the little kids. But right now, take a break, be done. I feel like maybe I should end this video. Let me go see how many video pieces it is, and then I'll decide if I make it longer or not. Look outside, it is so dreary, rainy. Carolina rain. It feels good out here though. All right, so it is just a rainy day here on the mountain. Rain, 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 but I'm like, okay, it's a good day to get some cooking done, which I did, so I'm glad I have that done, because you don't want to ever cook when it's beautiful and sunshine out, because you want to be at the park, so I'm glad I did it today. So now that part's done, dinner's finished, it tastes delicious, I can't wait to eat tonight, and then we're just gonna go in and do the little bit of chores that we have, and we're gonna do school. So I'm gonna sit with my babies, and we're gonna go through and read books, and we're going to do school papers and get that part done. And then call it a night, I think. I think this mama can rest early tonight. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to do that. Enjoy some time with the husband, and he'll be home, and it'll be good in a little bit. So we're gonna do that. Teaching me to sit a little bit. I can do these things. And so can you. So I hope today was a great day for you. Hopefully you can take some things to maybe do some meal prep for yourself, maybe some new recipes, or maybe just, you know, thinking, okay, I can just cook my meat first. That would help. Or, you know, just little things, or maybe inspiration, or maybe you just enjoy watching me cook. I know I like watching people that are completely different of my life. So I do understand that. Some people say they're like, why am I watching this? I'm not a mom, and I don't have kids. I'm single and never gonna have kids. And I'm like, I know, isn't that funny how it sucks you in of just like, it's like that life that you don't have. I know, I like ones that they're traveling. The traveling people, they live on a boat. So I watch them and I'm like, that's a pretty crazy life. I couldn't do it, but it's kind of cool though. So it's good. It's good to watch other people and expand that little bit of see somebody else's life for you. So, all right, I'm gonna go inside and do school with my kids. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope your day is going fantastic. If it's not, just push through. It's gonna be a good day, right? We're gonna have a good day. We're not gonna go by our feelings. I mean, pay attention to your body if it's hurt or sore, and you have to pay attention to that, but don't go by, it's just a crummy day, because look, it's a crummy day here. It's raining, yucky. You know what today would have been a great day for? Sitting on the couch and doing nothing, watching your phone all day long. But then I wouldn't have my meals done for my family for the month. So I could have done that, but it was so much better to get those done. So now I'm gonna go get a little bit more work done, and then I'm gonna enjoy sitting on the couch with my babies today. So, all right, I thank you guys for always watching, and then we're gonna see you again tomorrow with Homemaking with Amy. So you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow. All right.